Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's Drama Digest. It's the place where we dive deep into the heart of the most intense, thrilling, and emotional drama from days of our lives. If you've been following along, you know that today's episode, May 2nd, delivered some jaw-dropping moments that are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. In this article, we're going to break down each twist, turn, and emotional encounter that happened today, giving you an expanded and detailed analysis of everything that went down in Salem. Let's get right into the drama that unfolded today, where characters are tested, secrets come to light, and emotions run high. Strap in, because what happened today will keep you talking long after the credits roll. Xander's inner turmoil and the battle with Philip Xander Cook has always been a man of action, driven by passion and a deep sense of justice. However, today, the powerful emotions he's been grappling with reached a boiling point. Xander's world was turned upside down when he learned the shocking truth about Philip Kiriaki's betrayal involving Victor's fake letter. For weeks, Xander has tried to make sense of the deceit and manipulation he's uncovered, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake the anger and the betrayal he felt from the people closest to him. The fraud Philip committed was a blow not just to Xander, but to everything he stood for. But the real shocker today came when Xander received a call from Mr. Shin, his powerful and somewhat mysterious associate. The call was an unexpected and unwelcome one. Mr. Shin informed Xander that he had no choice but to continue working alongside Philip. As if that wasn't bad enough, he made it clear that the truth about the fraud would never see the light of day. Mr. Shin's instructions were clear. The situation must remain hidden, and Xander must comply, despite the immense anger he's harboring. The weight of this decision hits Xander hard, and it shows in his every move. He's being forced to cooperate with the very man he despises, a man who has lied, manipulated, and hurt everyone around him, especially Xander himself. The injustice of it all eats away at Xander, and it's clear he's struggling to reconcile his moral compass with the harsh reality he's facing. But Xander's not alone in his emotional battle. Sarah, his wife, tries her best to console him, but she knows that her own conscience is far from clear. Sarah's been carrying the burden of knowing about Philip's fake letter for far too long, and it's wearing her down. Every day that she keeps this secret, she feels more and more like a liar. Her guilt is palpable, and it's only a matter of time before the secret comes crashing down on them both. She may try to push Xander to focus on their marriage and family, but the cracks are beginning to show. Can Sarah and Xander survive this storm of guilt and deception, or is their marriage destined to fall apart under the weight of their shared secrets? Johnny's rejection of fatherhood, Tate's furious outburst. The drama doesn't stop with Xander and Sarah. Today, Johnny D. Mara found himself at the center of a chaotic confrontation that will forever change his relationships with the people closest to him. Johnny's decision to refuse the adoption of Sophia and Tate's child has been building for some time, and today, the emotional fallout reached its peak. Tate, unable to contain his anger and betrayal, stormed into Johnny's room at the Salem Inn, ready to confront him. What followed was nothing short of explosive. In a heated exchange, Tate punched Johnny in the face, a powerful act of aggression that sent shockwaves through the room. This was more than just a physical altercation. It was a raw expression of Tate's pent-up frustration and his sense of betrayal. Johnny's refusal to adopt the child he and Sophia had hoped for was the breaking point for Tate, who had invested so much of his hope into this future. Johnny's failure to follow through on his promise shattered Tate's expectations and left him grappling with feelings of abandonment and resentment. But the emotional tension didn't stop there. After the violent confrontation, Tate had to deal with the aftermath of his anger, and it became clear that he wasn't the only one suffering. Sophia, who had been trying to hold everything together, found herself running out of patience with her controlling mother, Amy. Amy has been a constant source of pressure and manipulation in Sophia's life, and it's clear that Sophia has finally had enough. As her 18th birthday approaches, the realization hits. She is no longer a child, and she no longer needs to be dictated by her mother's demands. Sophia's breaking point comes when she confronts Amy, telling her that she is ready to make her own decisions about her life and the future of the child. The tension between mother and daughter has been building for years, and now Sophia is standing up for herself. This may be the moment when Sophia finally breaks free from her mother's suffocating control and begins to chart her own course. Meanwhile, Amy, seeing that her plans are crumbling, starts to reconsider her position. With Johnny and Chanel no longer in the picture as potential parents, she may begin to entertain the idea of allowing Tate and Sophia to raise the child themselves. But will she really accept their decision, or will her desire to control the situation continue to drive a wedge between them all? Sophia's defiance and the tension with Amy has always been a force to be reckoned with, but today, she met her match in Sophia. As the two women clashed over the future of the child, it became painfully clear that their relationship has reached an impasse. Amy's controlling ways have always been a thorn in Sophia's side, and now that Sophia is an adult, she's ready to break free from her mother's grip. But will Amy allow it? Or will she continue to manipulate the situation in an attempt to force her own will on her daughter? Sophia's decision to take charge of her own life is monumental. Not only is she standing up to her mother, but she's also making the decision to raise the child with Tate. The question now becomes whether Amy will respect her daughter's wishes or try to sabotage their plans. With so much at stake, the tension between mother and daughter is only going to intensify. Belle's love for EJ. A dangerous choice? Meanwhile, over in the DiMera mansion, Belle Black found herself confiding in her mother, Marlena, about a decision that could have major consequences for her future. Belle admitted to Marlena that she has fallen for EJ DiMera again, despite everything that's happened between them in the past. Belle believes that EJ has changed, particularly after the shooting incident that left him wounded. She wants to believe that he's a different man now, one who is capable of genuine love and redemption. Marlena, however, has a different perspective. As someone who has witnessed EJ's manipulative and destructive behavior firsthand, Marlena is deeply concerned about Belle's decision. While she respects her daughter's right to make her own choices, she cannot in good conscience stand by and let Belle fall into a relationship that she believes will lead to more heartbreak. Marlena's warning to Belle is clear: be careful. EJ may be charming and persuasive, but he is not a man to be trusted. Marlena knows this all too well, and her protective instincts are on high alert. She fears that Belle's relationship with EJ could lead to even more devastating consequences than before. Belle, however, is resolute in her feelings for EJ. She refuses to let her mother's warnings dictate her decisions, and she remains convinced that EJ has changed. Will Belle's faith in EJ prove to be her downfall, or is there a chance for redemption in his heart? Only time will tell, but the path ahead is fraught with danger and uncertainty. EJ and Rita's dark plans, the beginning of something sinister? As if the emotional drama wasn't enough, we turn to the dark side of Salem, EJ DiMera. Always scheming, always plotting, EJ's ambitions have no limits, and today, he enlisted the help of Rita Leslie, his loyal assistant, to carry out a task that only someone as resourceful and cunning as Rita could handle. Rita, who has always been willing to do whatever it takes to serve the DiMera family, was given a mission that could have far-reaching consequences. What is EJ planning this time? We know that EJ's schemes are rarely innocent, and with Rita's assistance, there's no telling what kind of trouble they'll stir up next. Will Rita be able to carry out the mission without question, or will her loyalty to EJ be tested? And what is the ultimate goal of this new plot? The intrigue surrounding EJ and Rita's latest plans is thickening, and we can't help but wonder just how far they're willing to go to achieve their goals. With the stakes this high, Salem may be in for a much darker future. The dramatic cliffhanger. What's next for Salem? So, what's next for Salem's residents? With so many characters facing life-changing decisions, betrayals, and emotional roller coasters, it's impossible to predict what will happen next. Xander and Sarah's marriage is hanging by a thread. Johnny and Tate's relationship will never be the same after today's fight, and Belle's love life is more complicated than ever. Meanwhile, EJ and Rita are cooking up something sinister that could change everything. One thing is certain, the drama in Salem is far from over. The tension between the characters is only going to intensify, and with every passing day, the stakes get higher, the secrets deeper, and the emotions even more raw. As we watch these characters navigate the complexities of love, loyalty, and betrayal, we can't help but feel like we're in the middle of something truly explosive. Thank you for reading this incredibly detailed breakdown of today's Days of Our Lives episode. Be sure to check back for more in-depth recaps, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on all the drama happening in Salem. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.